Hey everybody, it's the Modern Native. I am waiting for some friends to join me here. So we are going to be doing some stuff. Gonna have a good live. Thank you for watching the replay and joining me. It's gonna be a good one. Stick around. Hope you'll enjoy it. Learn something. We're gonna be doing brain canning and processing some meat, making some venison jerky, sharing it all for you guys on live so you can see how I do it and how I do things. So it's gonna be a good fun time. And here y'all. See if I can get this. Sorry, getting my other phone going so that way I can get into the chat and see you guys. Hooks and hammocks. Hello, how you doing? There you go. You can drop your link. What's going on, Oregon? Sorry, I'm gonna try to keep things. I'm gonna try to keep track. Keep things going. No sound. Uh, no sound at all, or not working? What's going on? Oregon says no sound. Okay, Hooks and hammocks says I'm good. So yeah, I'm good on this one. Okay. So that must just be some technical difficulty on your end. But Swamp Rat, uh, yes. Sorry, getting the hang of this. Copy the clipboard. Got my phone around. Give me my motion sickness. Okay. Swamp Rat Squirrel. I posted the comment with the link so you guys can jump up. It's not going to be a huge panel thing. These guys are helping me out with uh helping me moderate and watch the chat and everything so that way I can stay track with you guys and show you guys how I do things so I can just focus on that and answer questions as I go and we can have a conversation and keep it interesting.
Hey guys.
All right, there. Now I can hear you. For some reason, I couldn't hear you.
Oh,
What's
my
up,
bad.
Swamp Rat? How you doing?
My bad, Scott. Not
I'm
trying to
doing
be
good.
not
Squirrel.
trying to be
Looks
an
like
ass,
the
but
volume's kind of low on this. Volume seems to be a little bit
You
low.
can't hear me? What about now? Is that better?
Who's that we got with us there? Is that Scott? Who's that?
Yeah, it is
My bad.
Oregon Family Magnificent.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to click you. It was an accident. I was saying that I'm doing something with Swamp Rat and Squirrel. They're gonna help me moderate. If things go well, I'll bring some more people up. But right now, I'm just trying to get focused on something.
No, that.
Actually, no. Actually,
No,
never
that's
mind. We'll hang
okay. I
out.
just couldn't hear you.
All right, we'll hang out right now because I'm not getting to the tanning yet. I'm just processing the meat, which I'm not even putting on camera. So we'll just hang out and chat until that's ready. So never mind. You can hang out, chill out, have
Awesome.
a conversation.
Not
When
sure
I
why
get
this is. Your volume seems really low. Did you set the volume on StreamYard?
wasn't an issue earlier. Hoping. How do I sound to you, Swamp Rat?
Low. I'm not sure how I sound through there.
You sound fine to me.
Whoop! I just hit mute. My bad.
Yeah, you did a second ago. To me, when I played this back on mine, it sounded fine.
Okay.
So I mean,
Got to change one of
let me
the.
see how it sounds.
Time to change the chip out.
Okay, that's not bad. It's a little low, but I'm not trying to be loud and obnoxious. So that'll be fine for now. We'll get this going.
We're centered. We're centered.
Okay. Sorry, I know that was like freaking 5 minutes of sound crap, but it's good enough on that. It's good enough for
And this is what I'm working
Fish
on
and
tonight.
Whiskers. Fishing for Whiskers. You can drop your link. Oh, that was your chips there, your wood chips.
Yeah, these things.
Yeah, those things are awesome, man. I wish
Yeah,
I had a
like 'em.
simple. I wish I had a simple design that I could get you to make a couple for me. Mine is just so freaking detailed that I know it's going to take you forever on that thing because yours is pretty
Yeah, the
nice.
heavy detail's a little bit harder to do.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna jump out for a second and jump back in. I'm gonna go get on my computer instead of the phone.
Alrighty. Well, all right. That was a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of chaos, but I feel like it's set. I feel like it's all right. So I'm just going to get focused on getting this deer meat processed because I want it off. I want it off of here and set up before I crack into the brains to do my brain canning. I want that meat off the table, or at least set off to the side, out of the risk. So, hope everybody's having a good time, having a good night, day, whatever time it is when you watch the replay. When we get around to doing the actual canning, I will put a timestamp in the description of when that starts. So people who wanted to stick around just for that, you can jump to it, because I know it may take a little bit for me to get there. Unfortunately, I think it got too cold. For the meat, anyway. So I may have to put her off to the side for today. If it's but I'm going to be doing the brain tanning with hot water, so it'll thaw the skins out. Going to do this earlier, but it is what it is. I'm trying to just get the pieces off right now, Beverly, to smoke some turkey, get some meat that I can still use off of this carcass for loin pieces and rib meat, stuff that I can use for stew meat. So I'm still salvaging what I can off this. I got this from a hunter, my neighbor, and I don't like to let things go to waste. I said this in my live last night. If you watch the replay on that, I processed the majority of 3 deer. This is the last bit of the third one that I was waiting for. There you go.
Hey, that looks better.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I can hear you on this phone, or on the computer here. I can hear you a lot better.
Well, that's good.
So what's up?
I'm just working on breaking down this doe. The last one of the first 3 that my neighbor set off to the side for me. He takes the hindquarters, the back strap, and sometimes some neck and rib meat. But for the most part, he doesn't get into the deboning it to get meat off of it. So I've got a ton of rib meat and stuff like that. I'm going to smoke it all up, and it's going to be a ton of treats for the boy and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good meat, too. That'll make good stew.
Oh, yeah.
I think Beverly said that.
Yeah, yeah.
You can make it like stew.
Oh, do you make it like beef stew?
Oh,
yes, I do. Yeah, I do that sometimes. My wife actually just cooked up some ground up venison burger and cooked it into some pasta, into some pasta sauce. It was delicious.
Do up some venison hamburgers.
That's also one section. That's what most of this I'm taking off this dough is probably going to be, because it's so frozen. It's going to be coming off in pieces, and I'll just be trimming the fat off. So it'll probably mostly be hamburger and jerky. I got a ton of steaks and loins and tenders off of the bucks. They were nice and thick bits.
Did he keep the antlers, or?
Yeah, I am cleaning up the skulls for him because I want the brains. So nice. I'm cleaning up the skulls for him so he can boil them, bleach them, paint them, and mount them.
Yeah, he's probably gonna do. It sounds like he's doing European mounts with them.
Yeah, he's got just a ton just kind of floating around. So he just collects them. He likes them.
Nice.
That's what the center pole in the cabin, in my cabin videos.
Right.
That center pole going up the middle of the cabin is decorated with a lot of his skulls and antlers that he's got.
Nice.
He puts them around. He likes them. He let us keep them up in the cabin because he doesn't really have any ropes to hang them, and it's a nice look. That's a chunk of fat, fatty neck though.
Yeah, that's some pretty nice sized chunks that he left you there.
Oh yeah, there's a. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that the carcass itself is not on camera, just what you see passing through my hands.
I
don't want YouTube. Huh?
I didn't know that was an issue.
Well, YouTube is having a fit about animal processing sometimes. So because this is still,
gotcha,
the majority of a carcass, I don't want it to be too obvious. So right here is the top of the doe, so it's just 2 inches below the camera line.
I came into one day. You see where my picture is back there of the moon?
Yeah.
My son did that when he was about 16, just with spray paint. But right above that, I had one of my Nerf rifles that I modified up on the wall.
Yeah.
I realized partway through it while my head is blocking it that, you know what? If I move my head just wrong, that doesn't look like a Nerf gun.
They say that those get dropped out, but there was a guy who had a small little carbine or submachine gun or something on the back wall, and he was on the live, and I didn't see an issue, but maybe it wasn't monetized.
I think that the main issue is when people have them in their hands.
Yeah, they're showing them, they're using them.
Right. I think that when they're hanging and stuff, I've never seen anybody have an issue with it. Hey, squirrel. Squirrel's back.
Scroll up, you can find the link, Squirrel. It's not too far. You are now a moderator. Good. Once I get past the first layer.
Like we got 5 in the chat and 4 likes. Everybody remember, hit that thumbs up.
Yeah. And do it yourself, remember.
Well, I did.
And make sure you drop your link, Swamp Rat, so people can subscribe to you for your magnet fishing, your metal detecting. You do reenactments too, right? Or is that just
no? Squirrel? That's Squirrel. I do the camping and bushcraft occasionally, but
and your custom made boats,
yeah,
with the sails included.
My custom made boat. I guess there's 2 of them on there. The ones the one I found on the side of the road, and then that one unfortunately broke in half. The other one that I built, and I got about 6 or 7 uses out of that, and then I was trying to pull a magnet up, and I put my foot right through the bottom.
Yeah.
So
all you needed was
our sound is scratchy. Whose sound is scratchy, Squirrel? Mine or Modern Natives?
Yeah, which one of us is the scratcher?
Might be mine because I don't have earphones in. And there's my link. Anybody that wants to check that out. I've got lately mostly metal detecting. Lately, I've got a 1920s through 1950s homestead right next to a old navigation tower that I've been searching. So it's kind of been an ongoing project. I've been researching that tower for 2 years now, trying to save it.
Oh, kind of like what I was trying to do for that Kenyato area.
Yeah, we were actually at risk of they were going to build toll road extension, and when they were doing it through the preserve area, they were actually going to put it. They were going to go through a preserve for one thing. So
Yeah.
already a bad situation. And then on top of that, they were going to bulldoze that tower. And I'm like, nope. You know,
Yeah. He wants to, that area that I was talking about, the Kenyato area, he wants to totally like clear doze it more or less and leave 10% green on what is 84 acres of forest right now.
wow.
Like, yeah, it's your property, dude, but that for an RV park when, I mean, you know the story.
Oh, yeah.
People can go back and look at my mission. It's still my mission. I'm still working on it, but I'm doing it from a distance.
Hopefully, I'll have some time in the spring to get up that way. I know I got to go visit my brother up in Connecticut, anyways. He owns.
Yeah, that'd be. Go ahead. Sorry.
He owns 5 acres of property that used to have a sawmill back in the 1800s on it. So he's detecting too.
Oh, nice.
So here's one of my finds that didn't make one of my videos.
What's
See
that?
if you can see if anybody can figure out what that one is.
That's part of a prop?
Close.
Or no, that's a tractor fan, isn't it?
Belt goes there. There would have been another blade down here. Actually, I think it's an old car.
Yeah, the motor, the fan motor blade.
It's the radiator fan for probably a very old car. In addition to that, I've found a bunch of I found the brass valve stems for the tires. I don't know where Mr. Squirrel is.
Okay, Rat, can you hold down the fort for a minute? I've got to go and take care of the dog for a second.
Absolutely. Take your time. I'll entertain people.
Ugh.
So who else is here?
I'm still going to try to be listening, but I might disconnect.
Yeah. Who's out there? Nobody seems to be chatting. I see 4 people here. That would be what? Me, myself, and I. No, that's only 3. I don't know. So anyway, the area that I've been searching in with out there by that tower, found some really cool relics, even found some coins out there, which was kind of cool. I found where the homestead was. So this was my first coin. See if I can get it in there without too much reflection on it. It's a 1943 Walking Liberty $50. Ended up putting it in a case so it doesn't get damaged. The thing's in beautiful shape for the age that it is and for how long it's been in the ground. Then found a bunch of pennies. Of course, pennies are kind of cool too because those are all wheat pennies. The oldest wheat penny that I've got is 1919, which surprisingly wasn't my oldest coin out there. Right there's my oldest coin out there, and she's got quite a bit of wear on her. Let's see if I can get her close enough for you guys to see her. She is a Mercury dime, and sorry I shake a little bit. I've got Parkinson's disease, so shaking is just my nature. I mean, this one is really, really worn. I might have to kill some light here. There we go. That might help. Still getting some reflection off the computer, but that's a 1918 Mercury dime in really rough shape. God, this moving backwards makes me crazy. And can't remember what this one is. I think it's 36. Yeah, this one's a 36. And she's in really good shape. Another Mercury. So yeah, it's been kind of fun getting out there in a historic spot, looking for things that some of the cowboys out at the cattle ranch dropped. I think everybody went to bed. I hope you all didn't go to bed. That'd be a bummer. All right. So there's my little show and tell for right now. I'm getting ready in a couple of weeks. I'm getting ready right now for my son to come home from Marine Corps on leads. So that's kind of a big deal. It's probably going to take up most of my time over the next couple of weeks. But after that, I'm going to start putting more videos together again. I've got a video on shotgun shells that I'm going to do. I'm kind of an expert on identifying shotgun shells, particularly old ones. Same homestead that I'm searching on. My oldest shotgun shell is from somewhere between 1882 and 1887. So you don't find those very often. Oh, good. I wasn't sure if you left, Squirrel. Yeah, and I know, Squirrel, you're kind of into some of that older stuff like me, too, particularly with your reenactment. Let me see if I can find something here. Give you a little idea. Just after the Civil War, and during the Civil War is when shotguns started being put into cartridges and shotgun shells. And one of the first companies to do that was the Union Cartridge Company. Union Metallic Cartridge Company. They went into business in 1870, I believe. The first cartridges were actually made in 1865. So I got really lucky on this. I found one cartridge, just the head stamp. It's in pretty rough shape. You can kind of see it's missing most of it. But this is an old paper shell, one of the earliest paper shells. And it is the Union Metallic Cartridge Company, standard grade. This was manufactured by Union Metallic Cartridge between 1882 and 1887. So we are talking shotgun shell from the 1800s right there. You see that one, James?
Yeah, I was still hearing you most of that time. I heard you about your son. That's awesome that he's coming home for a bit. And I was hearing you describe your finds. I'll watch the replay and see everything you were showing me.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's over 100 years old, that shotgun head stamp right there.
Yeah, you always find awesome stuff. I love your buffalo nickels that you've been finding.
Oh,
I used to have a Morgan quarter, and that thing was awesome.
2 buffaloes. Tomorrow, number 3 is going to be premiering. And my third one, unfortunately, I don't have a date on it. The only one side you can see any detail on, and it was so bad I wasn't even sure it was a quarter, or I wasn't even sure the thing was a nickel when I found it. That's too much work for me, man.
Oh, did you see my wood chopping video? You want to talk about work?
Yeah, I was watching that one. What are you using for a knife to cut that? Just out of curiosity. Nice.
This thing is probably older than me, man.
Basically a machete. That's a good chopper.
Well, it's actually a really good slicer too. I've been slicing the meat super nice with this.
That'd work for it too.
Got a whole rack of ribs.
Nice. This one would work for it too. This is one of the ones I put the handle on. And I've actually cut up meat and butchered stuff with it.
So how's that little knife you've been working on for me going?
It's
I was
going
excited
pretty
seeing
good.
those pictures.
I've got 2 of them. One of them I'm working on for me. I got that one going to where I had a handle on it, and I found it was so comfortable as a little carry knife.
You're like, I want this. Forget him.
I've got 2 of them. Well, no, I intentionally bought 2 of them, so we'll have pretty close to a match set. Yours
Awesome.
will probably be the cherry wood. I've actually got a small strip of, where is it? I got a small strip of ebony that I might be using too.
Ooh, I love ebony. That nice dark wood.
Yeah, it's not cheap though.
No, it's not.
Unless I find it in the scrap pile, which it's happened. This I actually found in the scrap pile at the wood store.
It's like my buddy. My buddy accidentally figured out that he had cut up a bunch of black walnut before he realized it into firewood.
That's ebony right there.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Those would make some nice scales.
Yeah, it's perfectly sized. They actually had this in the scrap bucket, and I end up getting things out of the scrap bucket at, doesn't matter what it is. If it's an exotic hardwood, I end up paying like $3.50 a pound for it. So
that's awesome.
That's probably not even $1 worth of wood out of that pile. And then I got some zebra wood scales here.
Oh, nice.
Another African wood. And this one, I'm not sure. I really think this might be ebony also, but it's not as dark of an ebony. And it's actually got a white piece running through it.
Huh.
But ebony's not all black initially. They actually blacken it for most applications. Then I got some nice oak stuff, and that's a walnut one that I'm still working on. There's a black walnut one.
Nice. I need to find some hickory and make a handle. I know there's an old axe head around here somewhere that I can turn into a real nice. So
you need an axe handle sized.
Yeah, there's a bunch of heads and stuff that I've been seeing, but I got to find the right one. I'm gonna make one for my buddy Pat. I think I told you about him. He's always on my comments somewhere. He pops up on the live feed.
Yeah,
he's a top supporter of mine, but he's not a content creator. But I always like to give him shout outs because he's awesome.
Oh, thanks, squirrel. Yeah, that 1 dime looks really good. That was probably one of that 36 dime that I found. I found 2 of them in the same hole with that one. And they're the second best coins I've found. The $50 by far the best one, and that was my first coin.
Squirrel, I know I ran away for a while, but if you want to come up, you can join the conversation. Tell us what you got going on while I'm getting ready to get to the skinning, to tanning. I just gotta, like I said, I want to process all the meat and get it off to the side of the table, so that way, if I spill some juices, I don't get some brains on my meat.
Brains.
Yeah, people were telling me I looked like a zombie last night. I didn't have the lighting set up right. It was just zombie.
There we go. There's another find from out there in that area. How you like that?
Oh, nice. That honestly, I know it's really it would be awkward, but I would put like a kukri on that
Well, it's
just
kind of
because that would be
small.
awesome.
It's kind of small, but it was actually I found the whole skull out there.
A
And
hooked blade.
well, the other one is the other side of it is actually attached to my cane. I found this
Oh, that's
about
awesome.
a year and a half ago, and 6 months I made a cane. It kind of sits like this. The wood piece comes down off of the end of it.
Yeah.
And then it comes right around into the hook. So I mean
That's
it's
an
like
awesome
this.
cane,
I
yeah.
can grab things with it. I ended up taking this spine off. And I've still got that somewhere. So I'll probably turn this spine into a piece of jewelry on that piece.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you're like me. You always look at stuff and you're like, well, I could make that into something.
Yeah, and I could have left it out there in the woods. It was probably a natural death unless somebody was poaching out there, and that's very possible that somebody was poaching out there. And that
I've been hearing some poaching up in the backwoods.
yeah,
Someone's gonna end up catching a trip line one day and wonder what the hell happened.
I actually had somebody out there shooting the other day, and you're not supposed to have guns out there, so that means that they're using the area for something they're not supposed to. Never something I like.
No.
Where did I put that? So this whole box right here is full of head stamps now. 30 cal ammo
awesome.
box, full of head stamps.
From your shells?
Yeah, just the tops of them. All of these none of these are plastic except for maybe one or two. So
they're all the paper cartridges from old.
Yeah, the paper cartridges just disintegrate anyways. You can sometimes see a little remnant of them, but I'm gonna do an identification video and teach people how to identify these things. Other detectorists are actually asking me constantly now, how does this work? How does this work? So there's another Union Metallic Cartridge Company one that's not quite as old. This one's 1900 through 1910, but you can see right there on the side, you can still see the paper left in it.
Oh, nice. See, most people would be finding stuff like that and have no idea what they're looking at and just think it's not even something awesome to find, just a little piece of junk that fell off a cap of something.
Yeah, single line across it. The UMCO, Union Metallic Cartridge Company logo stamped by itself. The reason I know how old this is Union Metallic Cartridge Company merged with Remington Firearms in 1911. And everything 1911 and later, even though some of those are valuable too, they're probably not that valuable. They're valuable to me because of the history. But the ones just after this would have been one that was could have been manufactured anywhere from 1900 to 1910, but everything 1911 and forward was stamped REM UMCO.
Yeah.
So they were stamped with both companies' names for probably about 20 years, some even all the way up into the 60s. And 1960, 62, 64 is when they all the companies kind of went to plastic cartridges. And the older ones, if I get back before that one stamp that I was showing you, that's from 1882 to 1887, would have been one of the first paper cartridges. Everything before that were actually brass cartridges. They were made the same as shotgun and pistol or rifle and pistol cartridges. And I got a few of those. I got a few old ones of those too. I've got a 45-70 round that I'd never seen before. It's about that long and 45 caliber. It's about an inch and a half long and 45 caliber, so it makes a 44 mag look small.
Oh, there goes my other phone.
Oh. I don't know. Is it just so late that nobody's jumping in tonight, or?
Well, Avid Fisherman is doing his 1,000 subscriber celebration right now. Unfortunately, it's just right now the timing. This has to get done. I have to do it, and I want to capture it. So
Right. Let's see.
It's happening, but I'm capturing it for the replayability anyway. So
Good idea. You'll have to, when you post it in there for the replayability, you'll have to drop my link down in the description too.
Oh yeah, I will, and I will be putting the timestamp as to when I actually start tanning. So if that's what people are here for, they'll be able to find it without having to.
Nice.
Like, yeah, that's going to cut down on some of the watch time, but I'm, you know me, I'm all about trying to save people time,
Well,
bring value without wasting it.
Right. Well, and you're showing how to do something, so you probably
Probably what?
Wait a minute, I just seen something. I can't, guys. I'll be lagging through my speaker and won't be able to understand you on my end. Oh, that's all right, Squirrel. He was having trouble with it keeping up. If you've got a little bit of
all right.
it makes having a conversation kind of tough.
Yeah, and I totally get that, and that's fine. He understood that I wanted this to have decent quality for the playback because I'm not. It wasn't intended to be like a full hangout. People come and go panel thing. Like I will be doing those like everybody else has been doing, which is how we've all been growing. But I'm going to be doing it in a way to have it structured. Like I said, once it gets to the point where I'm actually doing the tanning, that it's informational, instructional, and anybody who has a question. Like I'm hoping Vicky Wells will pop up and hang out. She's a night bird too, so
gotcha.
Hopefully she'll come out and hang out because she said she's never seen this done before, so she was interested in watching someone do it. So I wanted to kind of have that first time seeing it. Never seeing anybody do a traditional brain tan, much less anything else like that. See what her questions are about it, what kind of interaction she, would want.
Absolutely.
I didn't get any feedback on her when I mentioned that. I don't think she caught it. But she was hanging out earlier today. This is my second live, third live, something like that.
I was at the earlier one when you were chopping wood, but I didn't have a lot of time to be there. I was cleaning out the pantry, getting ready for a grocery store run with, since the sun's coming home.
Yeah.
Want to make sure we got some groceries in the house.
And that's super awesome. Like,
he's telling me, no, don't have to worry about that, Dad. We'll go to the base when I get here. It's like, yeah.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
No worries. And remember, when you're going camping, don't leave your spoon in the woods. 2 inches down, out in an area where you're not supposed to be camping. I can guarantee that's not from the 1950s. Smack somebody in the head with that. Yeah, I was having trouble with the phone too, Squirrel. I think that's one of the reasons why I set the computer up in my little workshop that needs cleaned up here. Say, this is my messy workshop. All my craft gear and stuff that I'm making, and a helmet that I made. My sewing stuff over there. I got rocks down in the corner over there in those boxes. But that was a little bit easier. I got bottles over on this side. Still on my dresser. These came out of a hole that I dug. Ended up going after one of them had a bottle cap on it. But that's a old fifth of something. Don't know what it was, but this was a cork bottle. Cleaned up really nice though. This is probably 1940s. Easiest identifiable bottle that I found in that hole was this one. It's a 1945 Clorox bottle. You can see it says Clorox right there, and then
Yeah, I remember you sending me those pictures. Yeah, I have to shave up a leg real fast for a chew toy because somebody's being a brat right now. So I'm giving him something to focus on.
He knows what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know where mine went. He's being a total brat right now.
Always when you want to be on camera, they're always like, "No, you don't pay attention to me when you're doing that."
Oh, not even that with mine right now. He's picking up some bad habits from our little dogs and begging for food.
Yeah.
And he knows better. You know, he's a fully trained service dog. He knows he's not supposed to be begging for food when I'm eating. So he was getting in trouble. Hey, Sunfish for Fish, how you doing? I'm Swamp Rat Nation.
What's going on, Sunfish?
See, and you got a lot of followers I don't know yet.
Oh yeah, and I got a lot that don't even say anything. I've got a lot of people who follow me that don't really interact, but that's fine. I see the different watch times. I think a lot of them are just they like my shorts.
Yeah, I've had quite a bit of success with the shorts. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do more of those. But
I got 1,200 views just from them past 2 days.
Yeah, well, I have one that almost made 15.
I've got one over 3K.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
that's my fire start in a minute. You remember that one?
I remember that one. Yeah, I think that from my long videos making the kayak that sank while I jumped in it, that was probably my best until last week. That was one of my best videos out there as far as people hitting and looking. But last week running, I'm going to run consistent on Mondays at 8:30 now. 15-minute video. I'll do at least one video a week, and that should make it so that, you know, people are seeing that I'm being consistent with it. They're wanting to see what I'm finding next, particularly with an old site like I'm searching on.
Yeah.
It's a bit more interesting. The metal detecting is so much easier for me to record than the magnet fishing.
Yeah, because you can walk around and you're not doing a lot of pulling and tugging and lifting weight, and you can set it up and get your position. It's not right next to the highway, so you're not having to wait for a car to go by. It's
right. Oh, I'm in the middle.
It's a lot more chill.
I'm a mile out in the woods where I'm metal detecting right now. Nobody goes out there, and it's, you know, there's a trail. I can hear people over on the two trails that are on either side of me, but I've had one person walk back there. They heard the beeping because I don't use earphones when I'm out there.
Yeah.
And they came out because they metal detect too. And they're like,
I know that sound.
Thought I heard beeping. You finding anything? So then now they might be going out there, but I got their information. They're going to come out. They're going to try to come out when I go out. So That
So you
should
can at least capture the fines and get the
right.
video. And
Right. And I've asked them anything that looks like an old enough relic, if they don't want to, if they're not going to keep it, just
pretty
make
much, if they don't really appreciate it, try to leave the good stuff.
leave it, just leave it, And I mean, one of the guys that was out with me not too long ago that I ran into, he was
Toy. I'll be right back,
hunting
but I'm listening.
hey, no problem. He was hunting the field and saw me walking back in the woods, so he kind of followed me out there, and he's actually the one that found the Clorox bottles, the initial Clorox bottles. He found the dump site for me, and then I kept searching it. Yeah, some phones work better than others, Squirrel, for streaming on. You got to have a decent Wi-Fi connection, though. That's what I've found. Even my iPhone doesn't work great for that. I've got my iPhone that I use for anything that I'm out in the field, StreamYard from there, and it works as long as I've got some kind of connection most of the time. But tablets are nice. I think I've got one around here somewhere, but it's like 5 or 6 years old, and I've barely ever used it. I'm just low tech. I barely have figured out phones, so one thing at a time. Sitting here having my drink, I'm drinking some Big Brother hard root beer. Wanted to see how that tasted. It's not bad. And I got some of my beer mugs sitting around here. Let's see. I think you've probably seen that. Dang it, you can't see it. Ah, there we go. Black vinyl. We'll stick that inside. It'll make things show up better. So I got the new beer. The beer mug's working better.
Oh yeah.
I think I paid $1 for this one. But there's the big rat. I mean, you can see how big that mug is.
Yeah.
And then backside, Swamp Rat Nation.
Nice. I like the font. I like the font that you chose.
That
I
dripping.
need to think of the word.
Yeah, that took me a while to find that one. The font, if anybody's interested, is called Halloween. And I don't know where I found it at, but it was a free font, so downloaded it into my computer, and I use that on everything that's Swamp. And I make my own stickers and make my own poker chips. I don't think I got any poker chips in here. Might.
You're slipping, Rat. You're supposed to have your merchandise on hand.
Yeah, but I'm making new stuff out there. So there's a Swamp Rat logo on just a wooden plank. And that
I was gonna do a couple of things for you because you sent me the magnet and you're making me the knife. So I had a little gift box I'm making up for you. A few different things. Your rat hammer, a couple surprises, and I want to do a coaster kind of thing, a big coaster.
Nice.
What I'm gonna do with that though is I'm gonna make it all nice for you and send you the coaster blank with kind of from your friend the Modern Native kind of thing on the back or whatever, something like that. And then you can do your laser engraving of your symbol on the front.
Nice. Yeah, thanks, Sunfish. I have a lot of different unusual hobbies for sure. between making stuff. Now, Sunfish, if you want one of those mugs, the Swamp Rat Nation mugs, there's 2 of them that I just made up. And those 2 are actually going in a giveaway. I am about 10 away from 200 subscribers. I'm fairly new at editing videos, so I've been kind of slow about it, about my growth. Because I like doing things right, but when you're not good at it, it's gonna take some time. But
I mean, I remember when you and I were, you were like 32, 35 when I met you, and I was in the 20s.
right,
And,
you
you
just
know,
skyrocketed.
oh yeah, I had a good chunk there for a while.
Well, you're a lot more consistent than I am with posting videos, and that makes a huge difference.
And that's what it is. I get on average between 2 and 8 subscribers per video.
Right.
If I do it right and I share it the right way. So if you think about it, I've got almost 200 videos. So it would make sense that I'm almost at 900 subscribers, because for quite a while and most of the time I try to do something every day and get something out there. So people who like consistency, people who are really bored during this whole thing that's going on right now, they're able to occupy their time, their mind, and everything else, and enjoy some nice scenery, enjoy stuff, and see what's going on. So,
I'll post that link for you to my channel, Sunfish.
yeah, I was gonna say, drop that right in the chat. Sunfish, I will make you a moderator now, so you can drop your link for the Swamp Rat, so he can check you out.
Yeah, I'm Swamp Rat Nation. And I'm just learning the whole YouTube thing. I just figured out today that you can make up playlists.
Oh, I thought I told you that. I thought like a while ago.
You might have, and it escaped me. And then today when I was fighting with uploading that new one from the Homestead search that's premiering tomorrow.
You finally saw that add to playlist button?
Yeah. And then I realized, you know what? I have no playlists created. I need to put all of my McCrory Ranch Homestead videos in one playlist so somebody can just go right through them and watch them all.
Yeah, I've got a ton of different styles of playlists, and then I have my all videos and my, like, I have very specific categories, and then they kind of get broader to include the more videos. And of course, I have all videos, so that way people who want to help me out with my watch time can just open up a tab, click on it, put it on play, and play all, and they can enjoy watching my videos and listening to them while they're doing whatever. I mean, her aunt was sleeping to my live last night.
Sunfish saw my video. I think that one comes up as a short of that Eastern Diamondback I almost stepped on.
Oh yeah, that was like one of your first shorts.
Yeah,
when you really started getting into that.
And I was only I think that when that one hit, I almost hit it with my metal detector before I saw him.
Yeah, you told me that.
So well camouflaged. He could have hit me. He could have struck me. Surprisingly, wasn't even rattling his tail. He was just sitting there.
Yeah, you told me that you hovered the metal detector right over him before you realized he was there. You saw him before you stepped on him, though, because that was where your foot was going.
Yep. Yeah, glad I didn't step on that. That has sucked.
Yep, that's what you said to me.
You
sent me that picture and said exactly that.
I think I sent you that video before I even posted it. I don't even think I was out of the woods when I sent it to you.
No, you took a picture out of the video and sent it right to me and said, "Well, glad I didn't step on that. That would have sucked."
Yeah, because I have pictures of that bad boy too. It's huge head, but pretty animal anyways. You know, that's one of the things down here where I'm at. You just
you have the beautiful dangerous.
Yeah.
I've got the beautiful bothersome sometimes, but that's about it.
Snakes and gators down here. So Sunfish has a video of a Western Diamondback on his channel. Yeah, the Western Diamondbacks usually get a lot bigger than our Eastern ones do. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, we got them up here too. Most people don't think that, but we do.
Well, which homemade camper are you talking about, Sunfish? I got 2 of them on there. I've got my wooden one that's my teardrop, and that's what I carry with me. And then I've also got one that I built out of corrugated plastic, and that one goes behind my adaptive mountain bike. And that one I don't have anymore, though. That one I gave to a homeless couple. They were needing a place to stay out of the rain during our rainy season, so they had some bicycles I already fixed up for them, and I took them down in my camper and said, "Here you guys go. Now you've got a camper." So,
that's awesome.
So they were out. You know, they had a nice little property they've been staying on for 10 years. They finally got kicked off of it, and
well, if they could stay in there 10 years, they should have basically owned it at that point.
Basically.
Adverse possession, in most states,
7 years.
7 years.
7 years, but you have to make improvements to the property.
Yeah, you have to manage and maintain as if it's your own, and have adverse possession, which means that your takeover is hostile, that you put up fencing, you put up statements saying that it's yours,
right?
You make improvements,
and that's usually where they get you. You see, these guys realized they could put up a mailbox, and the minute that mailbox went up, 2 days later, they were gone. So, but they're doing okay. They're up in Michigan. They had family up there. They had to go straighten things out. Hey, Jeff Shepard, how you doing? Yeah, Sunfish, I like my wooden camper. That was all built out of scrap wood that I found at construction sites here in my area. I think I paid $150 for the trailer. It was a flatbed.
That's our Aunt Tasha. She was hanging out. She was hanging out today with our Aunt Tasha and Uncle Jamie.
Oh, okay. Hey, Aunt Tasha.
They were the ladies that I was messing with when I said all the best ladies give you wood when I made my short video.
Oh.
Because they came up with a truckload of wood for me. It was awesome.
See? Yeah, and I'm down in Florida. Anybody that doesn't know that's sitting in the chat, I'm a Florida boy now. I'm originally from Connecticut, but military brat and military service myself, so I've never stayed in one place for as long as I have here.
Yeah, it'd be awesome if you came up and visited me this summer, whatever. Hopefully, I got the bushcraft camp going. I'm waiting to get over there to start that.
And I got so many things on the burner. We still got some medical things to deal with, so I'm hoping to get up that way. I don't know for how long I'll be able to. You know, I know I want to get up to Connecticut. Want to go check my brother's place, help him search that old sawmill. He's had some awesome finds. He found a 1738 Spanish real in a city park.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that never happens with a metal detector. You know, I was telling other people on YouTube about it, and they're like, I'm like, yeah, that's, you know, he sent me the picture immediately. Goes, look what I found in the park. I'm like, he's like, yeah. So,
alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, your heads are coming off. Sorry.
Head is coming off now?
Yeah, I still have the deer heads over here attached.
Oh, I thought you meant mine.
No. I said, all right, ladies and gentlemen, the doe and the bucks. Sorry, I was just messing around.
So what do we got? 4 people in the chat? Why does it
That's
always
what it
say?
like.
You know what? Mine never updates, though.
Oh, mine did for a little bit. It went to 3, and then it's 4.
So if I click on my other screen,
Squirrel's at 279 on his channel, his subscriber count.
I saw that. He's ahead of me.
And I had a great time hanging out with you too, Tasha. It's always fun when you guys come and hang out.
There we go. And there's a little bit of a delay between StreamYard and Facebook, I'm noticing.
You mean YouTube?
That's what I meant.
Yeah. But remember that big pile of wood from my wood chopping this morning?
Yep.
Jamie helped me carry it in, so it was a lot easier. I was able to get all that up into the house. Got the whole living room area all stacked up with firewood, and it looks like Christmas presents under the tree right now.
Nice.
I haven't even shown everybody my Christmas tree yet. I got to do a video of that. We'll be doing a Christmas tree decorating live party kind of thing.
There you go.
Gonna have some drinks. Gonna be hanging out, smoking, decorating the tree, just having a good time. Try to listen to some music that's copyright free.
There we go. Drinks. This was an unusual. I just had to try it. Big Brother's Hard Root Beer.
Oh, jeez.
All right. I need to go take a smoke break, and I can't smoke in the house.
Alrighty.
So
I'm almost ready to start the process here, so I'll be getting that set up.
I was gonna say you're gonna want to be full screen with that anyways, so
Yep, but I'll still want you up here so I can, because I'll be really focused on doing that.
yeah, but that's what people are wanting to see.
Yeah. What I'm saying, like, I'll need you in the background still talking.
Gotcha.
If you're still cool with that, help me out with that.
Yeah.
Sorry, it took me a bit to get set up.
I'm gonna go run and grab a smoke and
grab your smoke break, stuff like that. I'm still setting up.
what does share do on StreamYard anyways?
What does share do? I have no idea.
I don't either.
Oh, it says we got 5 in the chat now. Someone else joined up.
Oh.
Tasha, I'm going to make you a moderator just so occasionally you can take care of bots or whatever. And just because, you're awesome like that.
I see what that does. Here's what share does. Give me just a second. I got to find something. And it's probably just going to be something random.
Ow!
There we go. I've got a graphic of my... So what you can do is you can actually share your screen.
Yeah.
It says it's easiest to do if you have 2 monitors, but I'm going to show you anyways. So see, you can see the half of it is... Is it going up that way? Okay.
I was going to say, I don't see nothing changing.
You see it now?
What am I supposed to be seeing?
Yeah, maybe it's not working. It says StreamYard is sharing a window. Do you know what? Because you're the
Host,
it's not going to do it for me. It does it for you. But I see what it's doing. If I bring up another screen with a picture on it, I can actually put the screen up.
Oh, that's how you share the layout to be able to feature a picture or something.
Something popped up in the right corner. Was it a logo, Tasha, with a rat on it that said Swamp Rat Nation?
Oh, I have a delay on this.
I'd have to check the feed and see. Rewind. Play it forward. See, now I'm curious what it did. No, I stopped sharing. That's why. Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, that's yours. I'm still trying to figure this out while we're... Oh, nope. Let's see. I don't know. It did.
Yeah, this is all experimental for me too. I haven't been on StreamYard before that much, and I've still got to figure it out.
She said it shared my logo up there, so that was what I was trying to do. And then it went away because I wasn't sharing it.
Yeah, the moderator thing is what I did, Tasha. I made it blue so that way you could share links if if we're ever talking on here and I mention a video and you have the link handy or whatever, and you want to share it to help us out, or someone has a channel that needs to be shared, just things like that. That's what moderators do on here. And you can block or ban people if they decide to come on here and be a dick. So.
All right, taking a quick break. I just got it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mute it.
I think I have to tilt my camera up just a little bit because I'm moving the deer head around too much. Ugh. So this whole time I've been doing this the hard way, apparently. My lantern's out of fuel. I'll be right back. I'm still right here. Ugh. Alright, I'm having technical difficulties with the lamp, but oh well. No, there isn't much of an easy way to deal with the head. It's a pain in the ass. Ugh. Now I know why he asked me to do it. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, my bad. Oh. You know, even if I don't get a decent video of the tanning going on this live stream, because I actually think I might have to end up going inside for a little bit, maybe spend an hour with the wife, hang out, and come back out after she lays down so I can do this. If Swamp Rat or Squirrel or somebody can't come and hang out, maybe Misfit or Matt or Vicky or somebody will come up, or I'll just handle it. But either way, I wanted to do lives to kind of capture as much of my day as I really can, to kind of show people what kind of the day in the life kind of thing, how stuff is, uh, living up at the cabin, living a lifestyle, that kind of thing. The beaver knife that has a weird shape to it. You're not talking about this, are you? Because I got to sharpen that, but it usually does work. But I mean, this is working. It's a slow process, but I'm figuring it out. I think my biggest issue is going to be getting around the antlers and the ears. Oh, that one doe over there, I want to take my time and skin her backwards to try to get everything off. I'm going to go from the ankles all the way up. Like, I'm going to go as low to the hoof as I can and go all the way up the back side, all the way up the back of her neck, and pull as much of the head skin off as I can too. So that way she's got as big of a piece as I can. Because these hides, these 3 hides I got, maybe enough for my cloak. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might use the little one. That's on the stiffer side, so I actually might use that for the head part cloak, so that way it stays rigid, and I could keep it like brimmed up almost. Oh, I should have cleared this spot just a little bit more. Okay. We got 5 people in the chat. Yeah, I'm hoping that'll be easier. But there's 4 people hanging out. So I hope you guys are having a good night. Hope everybody on the replay is having a good time. Squirrel or Swamp Rat will be back soon. And hopefully I'll get these heads cleaned off fast enough and I can get this going. So a lot of face meat too. I wonder how good that is. So anybody can feel free to hang out. If anybody wants to come up and join the live, you can scroll up in the chat and get the link. You can click that. I don't know who's hanging out right now. Just sort of hanging out, prepping stuff up to be able to start canning. Playing things by ear right now. Waiting on Swamp Rat, my current moderator, to come back and hang out. He's on a little smoke break. So. guy's got a nice set of horns on him now. Oh. Woo. Shoulder and back is burning. Oh. So we had 6 people for a second. So there's a process, and I would be sharing it, but like I said, YouTube is so freaking touchy about it right now. So on our Patreon page or our our Patreon page, I will probably do some tutorial videos of the animal processing that I do to share those there because Patreon don't care. So if anybody's interested in that, you can go on there and hit the vote on what you want to see. And then you can have access to those videos and I upload those. And for anybody interested, my Patreon, my Teespring, my Spreadshop, and a GoFundMe for a buddy of mine who's in need. All of those links are in my About page. So anybody who wishes to support us, help out a friend of mine, the options are there for you to support us that way. And of course, watching our videos, participating in the live streams, your time spent on my channel is all appreciated because it all helps support me. YouTube sees it and they use that in their analytics to spread me around and get me to the people who would be interested in my stuff. Welcome back, Swamp Rat.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo, woo. Sorry for flashing everybody.
Flashing people now.
Yeah. It's that late night live stream. Gotta start flashing. That's how you make money.
Now you're going to be the naked native.
Yeah, going full native. I was just talking about my Patreon. I started a Patreon page, and I've had my Teespring and my Spreadshop for a while. I've got one sale in my Spreadshop, so that's awesome. That's exciting. I'm really hoping that takes off soon, and I can start making some sales so we can use that to support ourselves and do this full time and show you guys. Well, full time only option, that kind of thing. Whatever.
Well, and most of what you're doing is kind of just living anyways, so
yeah,
makes it. I was just talking. My girlfriend came out. She just reminded me I had to take recycling out to the street tonight, and we were just sitting outside talking about that. And she's like, "So how did he get up so fast, so much higher?" I'm like, "Well, he does what he does every day. I go out detecting maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and ooh, I forgot that was sitting there.
what was that?
That's a
Let me say it again.
nope, Argentine Falcon. It's a knife that the Argentine gauchos use.
Oh, awesome.
Silver handle.
I'm listening.
Got a nice sharp blade to it. I saw most of them are a little bit longer than this. This one's a little bit shorter than most of them I've seen. But I saw the results of somebody trying to mess with a little cowboy that was walking with his cousins down there, little gaucho. And little city boys decided to put him down on the ground and didn't realize he had that thing down in his little belt, pulled it out, whoosh, whoosh, 2 slices, and both those guys ended up in the ER.
Well, yeah, you got the right knife and you got a fast hand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that comes out and that's faster than a gun. At
Yeah.
least in close range.
In super close range like that. Thank you, Tasha. Yeah, that one. This one was actually, I'd been looking for one for a while since I lived in South America. I had one, but I lost it. And we found this one. My girlfriend and I found this one in an antique store. It's got some beautiful ornate parts of the hilt. That's all silver up there.
You want a deer ear? Sorry.
I do what?
I said, you want a deer ear?
Nah. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorite knives that I've got. And I have lots of knives.
Oh, so do I. I was showing them our collection.
I've got a...
I got to do my collection video.
Yeah, I've got to do a couple of those. I got my bow sitting over... One of my bows sitting over there. One of them sitting back there. Shut that door the rest. Open that door the rest of the way. But whew, I'm getting tired. I don't know how you stay up so late.
Well, I was up at 2, was processing deer until 6. Did some stuff in the house, laid down for 2 to 3 hours, and then was back up at it. Hung out with Tasha for a while. Did a bunch of that wood chopping before they showed up. I'm trying to be so careful right now and not puncture this eyeball. I do not want to get squirted with some freaking jelly.
No.
Oh, I gotta say though, deer skulls are gorgeous, but they are creepy before you get the meat off them.
Oh, no problem, squirrel. Squirrel's got to get up in the morning and go to work.
Oh. Yeah, you have a good one, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Rat, that this one is just going to be a hangout kind of thing where I don't think I'm actually getting to the skins until you're probably going to be well and ready to get out of here. I'm probably going to have to go inside, hang out with the wife for a little bit. So I appreciate you trying to make it out, but it's just this didn't work out the way I was planning.
Hey, no problem. You know, it's kind of been a cool hangout. I haven't had a lot of time to just sit and chat, and I've been kind of showing off some of my finds since I store them all in here. I went out and had my smoke break, and I realized one of my finds was sitting on the table because I've been working on it.
Was that an old style iron?
Yep.
Awesome. I like how you let me try to guess. You had this trivia thing with me.
Yeah. And I've gotten pretty good at identifying things, so it's, let's see, there's the iron. You kind of know what that is.
Oh, what was that? You showed me before. I just can't see it that well.
That's cast iron. I found
Oh yeah, is that the lid to the one of the cauldrons or something?
it's a lid to it's a lid for a cast iron stove.
Oh, awesome. Oh,
And
that's right. I see it now.
I actually found the leg, and that's gonna be showing up in my next video. And that thing is massive. But where's what I'm looking for? Let's see, I've got more relics and stuff from this site. Here's my trench lighter. You've seen that one, I know. Bag of tools I found out there. Found 2 files and a wrench, probably from the 1950s, 40s or 50s. Then I found this one's a little more unusual. Might have a little more trouble identifying it.
Sexton?
Nope.
Okay. I was Rudolph for a second.
There's a piece missing right here. Give me a second. I'll give you a hint.
Oh, okay. That's the stand for it then.
Yep.
That's awesome.
You can see it's
So it
that
seems like
same-
somebody took like a whole entire cast iron stove sitting together and threw it in kind of thing.
the whole
Because there was
house.
the lid, the thing that is set on, and then
I think the whole house got abandoned in the 50s and it just fell down over time. So nothing was really taken out of it. At least nothing big.
oh, I was thinking magnet fishing for some reason for a minute. I don't know why.
No, this is metal detecting.
Metal detecting.
Yeah, this stuff's metal detecting finds. That's all I've been doing for like 2 months. I've been so preoccupied with that. I think my last 6 videos have been just metal detecting. And then I find that whole bag is lead bullets. Just finding the parts after they've been shot. And which is it's kind of funny. You find the lead shot out there and it'll be in the weirdest spots. The silverware from the same location. I got 3 knives and a spoon.
Awesome. Sorry. Oh,
And then random glass and pottery that I've found. So it's definitely been a really good site for me.
awesome. Yeah, you got to love that, being able to see some history as it was.
Yep. Oh, and these are kind of cool.
I always wanted to go out artifact hunting for things.
Here's 2 artifacts. I found them separately. There's that. These go together, actually. It's kind of hard to tell what that is by itself in the picture.
Almost looks like a tin lid.
A what?
A tin lid, like a canning lid.
You're getting close. This is brass.
And
this went to it too, if I can get it in the
backing
shot.
up. What?
That's a watch gear.
So is that?
And that's the watch.
Oh, that's
plate.
a big pocket. So that was a big
Pocket
pocket
watch.
watch.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I haven't found all the internals for it yet. That's the only piece that I've found from inside is that one gear. And it was not easy to find. It came up on the detector really easy, but it did not want to come out of the ground. For canning stuff. Well, I think you've seen this one. See if you can identify this one.
Oh, that one's got me stunned. Oh, That's awesome. An old harmonica.
Yep. It's only the reeds. And it's in decent shape since this is the part that wouldn't have deteriorated. The rest of it
Yeah.
would have been wood.
Yeah.
And I've seen other people find reeds before, but I've never seen one with the rivets still in it.
You think you'd be able to like refurbish that and actually get it working?
No. It has reeds missing that they've just deteriorated over time. But it'll end up going in one of my. Yep, that's an old style fire stove and cooking stove. Tasha's watching. Should I give her the really tough one?
What's that?
I think you already know what this is. I think I've showed it to you. It's one of my super happy finds. And it was fairly recent. Like my last video recent. If I can find it. I have a whole bucket full of stuff here that there's the watch, there's the lead, there's the harmonica. Tools, construction material. There it is. All right. We'll see if anybody in the chat can identify this. I think I already told you what it is. I think you've actually seen it. Used to be round once upon a time, and that is brass. Do you know what it is?
I think you told me. I'm trying to remember.
It's got a little teeny lanyard hole in there. Ooh, green glass bottles are nice. Blue ones are even better, Tasha. If you find blue glass bottles, those are awesome. Any ideas what this is?
That one's got me stumped. I can't remember.
Looks like Modern Native forgot what this is. I don't see anybody trying to guess.
Feel like I keep wanting to say it's too old for the freaking CO2 canister.
It's not a CO2 canister. You can see there's a see the lanyard string on the bottom? Lanyard hole. And
iodine dropper.
See that? It's threaded to open. This used to open.
Left.
There's a hole in the top. You see that square piece coming off of it right there? Where is it? God, I have the worst time with the screen.
Yeah. An old compass?
Nope, not a compass.
That's what Tasha was thinking.
Yeah.
You got a stump. What is it?
You see that square piece right there?
Yeah.
There used to be a flint in there.
Oh, that's an old school lighter.
It's a World War I trench lighter, probably.
See, if you held it up to me like that, like didn't do the thumb motion, you held it up like that, I would have I would have got it.
Just like that is how it would have worked. The wheel's gone. The wick would have gone in there, and you'd have dumped kerosene down in the bottom there. It had cotton in it that the kerosene actually held it, and this would have been round. But this is an old government issue one, and I did not expect to find this. The area is a little bit post World War I, but it does have some military history at the homestead because the homestead's right next to that navigation light.
Yeah.
And this was actually in what was then the road. So kind of explains why it's flat.
Yeah.
It probably got ran over a couple times. Unfortunately, I've wanted one of these for a long time, but I want one that works. But that's a phenomenal find for Relic. Let's see what other things can I share with you.
I was gonna say we haven't had much time to catch up recently. We've both been so busy.
Yeah, I did find a part of a light bulb.
Ugh.
There's the back of an old boot heel.
I gotta put my headlamp and do this.
An old tin. There was nothing in it when I found it. I don't know what it was for. Here's a bottle cap to one of my bottles that I found out there. This was a bottle of gin. This is another old 50s one that I don't know what it was. Nice. Yeah, if you find military badges, those are always cool. Oh, my tower out there. There's one of the light bulbs for it. The remains of one of the light bulbs for it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that was about 10 feet from the tower. About a foot down in the sand, so wasn't an easy one to pull out. I think this is an old makeup container, at least a lid from it.
Must powder my nose.
Yeah, this one's kind of cool. I like it's almost got like a wood grain to the top, but it's probably some kind of plastic, but I don't know what. I haven't been able to find much about that. Let's see what else. There's my only piece of jewelry out there.
Oh, cool.
It was a brooch pin. You can see it was a rose.
It's awesome.
What else I got in there? I got some things I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
I got 3 of these things. They're nice and shiny. This is how they came out of the ground. Whoa, I dropped it.
Huh.
Got a hole in the center.
That almost seems like a silver dollar lug for the old like soda machines or something.
Maybe.
They put it in, pull it back out.
Yeah, but I've got 3 of them, and 2 weeks later, a buddy of mine found one down in another area where he's at. This is an old valve stem cover for the old car that was out there.
Oh, cool.
No, I don't know anybody interested in ham radios, unfortunately. And even if I was, I'm a little bit far from you, Nastasha. Let's see. Anything else cool in this bag? This is kind of my random bag of stuff. Haven't had a category to put it in yet. Now, this is one that took me forever to identify. And it's one that I should have identified almost immediately.
It's not a wrench, right?
Nope.
It's a handle to something.
Nope.
Like a turn handle or a lock handle.
think about my other hobbies.
Boating, something?
Nope.
Hmm.
Okay, here. It would have spun like this.
So a ratchet.
Nope. It's a pedal.
Oh, duh. That's why
Bicycle
the
pedal.
curve's in it.
Yeah. And that was totally unexpected. It's the only bike part I've found out there. So somebody was riding a bicycle out there. That's a magnet fishing find. There's all the old brass I've found out there. This is the stuff that's not shotguns. And look at this. Look at this behemoth of a round. This would have been this tall.
Wow. Dead center right there.
And look at the diameter.
Wow.
This is a
That's awesome.
4570 UMC Co 4570. I have a feeling that this one is probably my oldest piece of brass. And I have never seen a 4570 in my life. And Union Metallic Cartridge Company. It would definitely be old. Before 1911. I don't know if I've got any other cool ones in there. I mean, the range of stuff that I find out there, though, is just incredible. The area got turned into a preserve in the 90s, so those are all nails. There we go. I got an easy identifiable one for you. Yeah, Tasha, that old one, that old thing that looked like a handle, that was my first thought also. And then I realized it's a bicycle crank that goes onto the pedals. But this one's an easy identifiable for everybody.
Is that a lid?
Yep. Look at what's written on it.
I can't. Oh, ball.
Yep.
Right?
This is a canning jar lid. So
I saw the curve and I couldn't see the B.
Kind of typical homesteady kind of stuff. It doesn't have the newer ones have a removable
ring to it and the center cap.
This one's all solid, so haven't found any canning jars out there, but I did find a lid. So
well, that probably went to glass, which may just be well and shattered by now and broken down.
Nah, most of the glass should still be in there. I've got 5 bottles that I found all in one hole, about probably a good anywhere from 10 inches under down to about 2 feet.
Oh wow,
that was a big hole.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I was feeling lost in there, and then I finally just gave up.
Man, this is a huge hole. Oh,
I don't like this. I'm getting scared. This is all weird construction material. Insulators for the electricity going out to the house. Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Here's my tool collection. I've got a pair of pliers, a file, and a drill bit. I used to have one of those shifter style bicycles, Tasha. Those are fun. let's see what else we got here.
So your thing is identifying old relics and finds and stuff.
Yeah.
What I like to make people guess, what my whole thing would making people guess my trivia. It's pop culture movie quote trivia, kind of like what I'm doing right now. I want to rip his face.
Yeah, I could have a whole guessing game of things. There's a good one.
Yeah, but you know that quote?
That one I don't.
Oh, really?
Nope.
The answer is in the quote. Face Off, Nick Cage.
Oh. How you like that one? That's a nice solid piece of steel too.
What is that?
I believe this is a time for a plow.
Huh. That makes sense.
Yeah, that would have made sense out in the homestead.
Yeah, sorry, Rat. I'm sorry this is boring. Sorry I wasn't able to get to it like I was planning on it, but
Oh, that's all right. Well, don't
it was
have
fun
any
hanging
problem.
out. I'm enjoying it.
I'm sharing some of my stuff. There's a couple of people here that don't really know about what I do, so they can come
Yeah,
over
hopefully you
tomorrow.
got a couple of subscribers.
Yep, Tasha, come on over to my channel tomorrow night, 8:30. I'm premiering, doing a live premiere of my newest video. Had some cool relics in it. 1 coin. Every time I go out, it seems I find 1 coin.
I know you got some of the best luck when it comes to that.
And they're all of my coins are before that I found. I mean, out there, nothing's later than the 50s. Nothing's earlier than the 50s. So I find something, I find dimes. If I haven't found a quarter yet, I know if I do, that's going to be silver. I've got that $50 that I found. And that $50 is just that's just icing. That's just icing for what I do. Because I'm not as metal detecting. Oh, it's got an awesome shape to it. Yeah, I like that old plow shape. If I didn't like the shape of it so much and I wasn't interested in it as a relic, I would probably have pounded that into a knife. But
That would have been cool.
I'm not going to pound a relic into a knife.
No.
I don't think Tasha was here when I was showing the coins, so I'll show her my most interesting find out there. Well, probably my most valuable find out there, I should say. I want to get it out of its case. And this is in immaculate shape for a circulated coin. That is a 1943 Walking Liberty $50 solid silver. Well, not solid, but you know what I mean. You can see all the detail on it. I didn't even check if this coin had a mint mark.
Huh. It's one of the first things I look for. And I'm not even like an avid coin collector like that.
Oh, I saw.
I just run into some awesome stuff.
Yeah, this is a 1943. I'm so used to nothing having mint marks on them around here. They're usually Pennsylvania. But I started looking at my wheat pennies. I'm looking for a 1922 with no mint mark on it. because it's not
I have a
supposed to.
1914.
Yeah, 1922, no mint mark shouldn't exist. But they do. All of the pennies that were minted in 1922 were minted at the Denver Mint. They should all have a D on them. But when they were fixing them, they used the dies from the year before, changed that last number by filling it in and then redoing it. Well, one of the workers was kind of being sloppy, and he filled in the D also. So there's one group of coins from the Denver Mint that don't have the D mark on them. Only reason we know they're Denver Mint is that was the only mint that was doing coins doing pennies that year. And one just sold on eBay for $3,000.
Oh, wow.
So, needless to say, I'm kind of looking for them.
I would be too. Now I'm going to go through all my old pennies and look. Because I have a ton of them.
Yep, look at your old wheats. I mean, it was certified and everything, so that did raise the value quite a bit.
But I mean, just the fact that that one sold for that much increased the value of any other ones out there.
You're looking at $100 for a penny like that, at least. And I'll take $100 all day.
Oh yeah, every day.
I mean,
Any day.
that's 1,000 times the value.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna have to call it quits, man, because my knife is just not cutting it right now. I think I gotta sharpen it.
Yeah, this doesn't have a mint mark on it. Wait a minute. Yes, it does. What? What is a W? I guess I got to do some research.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Oh, that sucks. I don't like it when people steal stuff. Tasha was saying somebody stole her coin collection.
Yeah, I've lost multiple collections of multiple things.
Yeah, these are not really put up. They're not all that valuable. But I do have stuff that I don't keep out anywhere just because my son's been coin collecting since he was 10. And so he's got some coins that I paid some bucks for. Yeah, my channel is Swamp Rat Nation here. I'll post the link. Just got to jump on my phone here a minute. That's one of the things I like about having the computer and the phone up.
Yeah, I think my other phone died. I was watching it. Yeah, that's why we're at 3 now. I was the 4th.
Gotcha. There you go, Tasha. That's my channel right there, Swamp Rat Nation. I have a good time going out and finding things and just exploring. The last video I did, I actually gave a little bit of history on the navigation tower that's out there. Oh shit. That needs cleaning.
Language.
Sorry.
No, dude, you know I'm worse than that. I was just messing with you.
I curse on live streams. I curse on chat. I am definitely not kid friendly.
Nope.
when they ask that question. Is this kid friendly? I'm like, there
Oh,
is a
hell to the no.
yes, it's made for kids. No, it's not made for kids. And there should be a third one that says, hell no. Warning, explicit language, do not visit.
Oh man, that'd make you go viral. I mean,
Hey, that's just kind of me most of the time. I curse like a sailor because I am a sailor.
yeah.
Nice, Tasha. Yeah, my treasure hunting adventures are definitely kind of fun. One video in there, I do pull a gun out of a canal. Called
You
the
found
police on that
2 or
one.
3, or
What's that?
you found 2 or 3 guns now?
I found 5 now.
Oh, geez,
Yeah.
I have not caught up.
One of them sitting in my finds box behind me. It's the only thing that's not from that property that's in the box. That's because it was so beat up the police didn't want it.
Yeah, if it's not identifiable, there's no point.
Just a little 25 auto. The back end's broken off of it. There's no slide for it. Can't find
It's inoperable.
Oh, it's broken in half right where the magazine would have gone in. And I found that one up in southern Georgia, so my buddy that was with me says don't even call. He's local in the area, and he's like, they're not going to want it. They're just going to, it's just wasting their time. I'm like, okay. So I've kind of got the same thing going. I've got I mean, I was a guest at his place, so he knew the situation. What's this? I curse like a sailor because I used to drive a tractor trailer. Well, I curse like a sailor, Tasha, because I used to be a sailor. Once a sailor, always a sailor. I'm U.S. Coast Guard sailor, and my son is now a U.S. Marine, and he's got a worse potty mouth than me, and he's only 20. But we get to see him this week, so less than 48 hours, he'll be home. Yeah, I'm getting tired.
Gonna make me tired, man. Don't yawn. It's contagious.
I know, and you've got more work to do.
Oh, I got a ton of work to do.
All I got is sleep to do.
Rub it in my face, why don't you?
Yeah. Well, I usually don't get much sleep, so
You know, I don't. I never sleep neither.
my sleep schedule has been a bit off lately. Ugh. I didn't realize this alcoholic root beer was going to give me weird hiccups.
You just say alcoholic root beer.
Yes. There's another thing I'm playing with the rat and the laser burner. Plastic engravings. Oh, it was a pleasure, Tasha. We thank you for your support, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's my Aunt Tasha. She's the one that comes over and hangs out and stuff. So.
Dude, there's the clear rat. I did one of them so far. I was just testing it. They're kind of cool. Make some Christmas ornaments for next year. Oh, yeah. I gotta go to bed, man.
Oh, it's all good. I'm probably
sleep.
gonna end this right here anyway. So I'm gonna I've got 2 heads cleaned up. I'm gonna get the other one cleaned up. Probably gonna do that later on. I gotta go spend some time with the wife if she isn't all passed out on me. I feel bad. I've been doing stuff all day. I haven't really hung out with her. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for trying to stick around. It was a good plan, but it didn't work. We'll try it
It's
again
cold
next time
enough up
unless I
there,
just
the
do it.
meal. It's cold enough up there. The meat should stay overnight, shouldn't it?
Oh yeah, that's not a problem. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm trying to get this stuff done before the freeze comes through, and
Gotcha.
it's harder to work with.
Oh,
So, but you know, I got to figure it out. I'll figure it out. But I might be back on later tonight
yeah.
to
You got
to do
colder
it. But
weather than me.
oh yeah, yeah. See how it is. Think think we're in the 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely got some freeze going on. My
Whoa.
I got ice in the bucket.
Nice.
So yeah, my sharpening stones are frozen to the bucket right now, so I got to thaw them out.
Uh-oh.
So
All right.
anyway,
I'm
until
gonna
next
sign
time,
off.
get out there, be a native, and go beast. Peace out, Swamp Rat. Hit me up in a message.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I just cut you off. You good? Peace. Thanks, Tasha. Thanks, everybody in the chat. Send me a message. Bye.